You chilling by the fire while we eating fondue. I don't know about me.
Oh, hey. Sorry, I was just catching a little bit of the beeps there. I got money in my pockets that I want to blow. Swag, swag, swag on you. I have no idea what the heck that means, but I got 5 kids and 4 teens, so I got a decent idea. You know, 250 million kids have watched that video. It's pretty scary. But that's not what I'm here to talk to you about. I want to talk to you about teaching kids good money habits. Like, how do we do that? And clearly having a solid role model is probably a key element. Someone to preach moderation and delayed gratification. And hands-on experience is really important, so that's key. So what if we could take those two things and roll them together into a custom banking solution built just for kids? So that's what FamZoo lets you do, and I'm going to show you. I've built a virtual family bank for my family. I can set it up. Any family can set it up. Our partners can customize it too. So let me show you what I've got for my son here, who's 16. And here we are. We're signed into my virtual family bank. And you can see it's the Dwight family, and we've got, again, I got 5 kids. And this, I've dialed in on my son, Peyton, his custom account. And so I've created an account called Spend Like a Pop Star. And I have embedded these inspirational financial messages in here about how to spend his money. And I've given him a prepaid card just to turn him loose. And let's see how he's doing. So he gets his weekly allowance of $1,000 a week to spend on random stuff, and which seems like a good idea, responsible of me. And we can see that he's, well, the only thing that bothers me about this is that he's gone out and gotten an LA Kings tattoo, and I happen to be a Sharks fan, so I'm pretty upset about that. Okay, I'm kidding, all right? Stop the snarky tweets right now. This is a joke. I think I'm kidding about most things, but I do believe in a role model and hands-on experience and a customized banking experience, and prepaid cards I think are great for teens. But let me show you what I've really got going for my son. So we have built something really cool on top of the TransCard API for a prepaid card platform that we're looking at right now. This is my real son here. And first thing you'll notice is there's not just one card. There's multiple cards. So it's a family pack of cards that coordinate with each other. You can see my card over here in the grayed out, and that card I load periodically with a fair amount of money from the outside world. Wells Fargo is where I happen to load it from. You can load it from MoneyPack, or you can load it for free from Dwala. That's pretty cool. And once it's loaded in there, then I do all these microtransactions with my son. So allowance payments, chore payments, interest to incent him not to spend. And sometimes money comes the other way. I charge him for his share of the iPhone data plan that he uses. So money goes back and forth between these cards instantaneously and without charge because they're all on the TransCard platform. So before we drill down into his transactions here, let's take a look at his high-level financial picture here. So you can see he doesn't get $1,000 a week. He gets 80% of $16 a week. The other 20% is going to saving and giving. And you can see how he's doing on his card here. He's got a pretty good balance. He's been growing it nicely, probably because I'm paying him 0.2% per week in cumulative interest. That's the neat thing about having your own family bank, is you can create whatever incentives you want. Those payments come off of my card to his card automatically. And you can see that he's saving up for a MacBook Pro. And down here you can see his sort of kid bill pay, if you will, where he's paying me for expenses that he's using. So let's go ahead and take a look at his transactions. And we've been using it together for about 6 months or so. So one thing you'll see here is that I use my cell phone to text him $5 for memorizing all the names of the presidents, which I thought was pretty impressive since I can barely remember the names of my 5 kids. And here's his allowance payment right here. Here you can see that it's a MasterCard card, so he can use it anywhere. So he used it at McDonald's. And I can drill down in history and see that the authorization came, fortunately, outside of school hours, so that's good. He got his weekly interest deposit here. Now, this is a really common scenario. He'll buy some things for a school project or whatever and just say, go ahead and purchase them. And then I can reimburse him just simply by clicking on the credit button here. I can give him a payment, and that behind the scenes takes money off of my card and puts it onto his. Here's the half of the iPhone plan that he pays for. Here he got dinged $1 for not making his bed, because in our family we don't have a chore chart, we have a chore fail chart. And so what that means is whenever he doesn't make his bed, I just check this off and it dings his card. I think parents might be able to appreciate that. For teenagers, you have to keep raising the price, by the way, to get a reaction. So now here, this one is a direct deposit. This is how I got him to learn how to do his own taxes. I said, if you walk through TurboTax with me, we'll make it so it direct deposits right onto your card to get the refund. And that's a great way to incentivize your kids to actually do taxes. So he's like, after that, he's like, yeah, let's do it. Because he got a summer job, and most kids with summer jobs get a refund. And I saved the most interesting and unusual one for the last. Look here. He had paid for an AP exam online for $110, and I sent him a reimbursement. But you know what? I fell short. I didn't have the full $110. So look what happened here. It basically remembers the fact that I owe him money, created an IOU, and automatically repaid that IOU up here as soon as I loaded the card up with my Wells Fargo. So we can go to the related transaction on my card. So it's a family pack of cards that works together. And the neat thing about that, so you can see down here that as soon as I load up with Wells Fargo, it repaid the IOUs to my family members. Very unique and a very common situation. So the coolest thing about that is I don't have to be a perfect money role model. I just have to be better than your average teen pop star and care a little bit more about my kid. So if you like what you see, come on by. If you're a parent, we can hook you up with some cards. If you're a partner, we can show you how you can put your own messaging in the sidebar. And if you just want stickers, come on by. They're a lot easier to get off than a king's tattoo. Thanks very much.